Well, hello and welcome to today's plan with me. Today we will be creating a layout in my wellness planner. I use the wellness planner extension pack just because I came to the wellness planning just a tad bit too late just to get the regular full-sized wellness planner, but so far the extension pack has been working well for me. One thing I do want to note is that today's plan with me was a little bit challenging just because I decided to take part in the first sticker book challenge for this week on Instagram. And the very first two sticker books that I did get included the original, I believe it's called a color story or maybe a color coordinating sticker pack, which is absolutely gorgeous, and I've just recently pulled it out of my stash because I've seriously have not used it. I think I've used it for one other spread, and that was, I think, like a month ago, but it does seem to work really well in my wellness planner. But in the other spread that I did do, I did incorporate wellness planner stickers. And since this is a challenge to only use stickers from your first sticker pack, I had to improvise. So you're going to see that later on. So this does look a little different than what you're normally used to seeing. So just to kind of explain to you what I am doing here is I first take white label paper and I cut it into like washi strips and I cover up that bottom bar just because the writing prompts don't really work for what I use my wellness planner for. So there you go. There's the sticker book that I am using. And again, I believe it's the original color story before they started doing like illustrations and cute little ones. But like I said, it is a very beautiful and gorgeous book, and I'm sure since it's been around for a couple years now, you could probably pick it up for a decent price. And okay, so I cover up what I whited out on the bottom with some matching washi, and I believe this is the gold foil pack from the Recollections collection, which is absolutely gorgeous, and I love the way that this washi lays down. It's not really too adhesive, so if you don't like where you have it at, it's really easy to pull up. But once you do have it down, it does stick pretty good. So there you go. I cover up that bottom bar just to add some shimmer. And now this is where I really have to start thinking, how am I going to use this sticker pack that is not technically designed for wellness planning? But I need to make a wellness planner spread. So here you go. So I decide to start just laying down the main color blocks just to add some color. And originally I was planning on cutting it up because I take like the daily highlight stickers and notes from the wellness pack and I kind of like split them up. But again, I really can't work with that for this spread, so I decided to leave the sticker as is and just split that vertical column up into two writing prompt areas. And I really like this sticker here, that Hello Sunshine. That's a pretty cute quote, and seeing that Wednesday is midway through our working week, I thought that that was a good placement for that. Probably going to need some positivity coming into Wednesday. And each of the sticker sheets in that pack have a weekend banner, so I just decided to go ahead and put that on there. And I normally do, when I am wellness planning, I typically include Saturday and Sunday as one whole day, because my weekends are just basically a big blur of 48 hours. And that was another quote that I absolutely loved. Stop being afraid of what could be, no, what could go wrong and think of what could go right. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read off a tiny screen right now. But I do absolutely love that quote. And I thought that that was perfect for a wellness planner layout because how often do we focus on what could go wrong, and that's what technically stops us from doing things that we may want to, and instead we need to focus on what could actually go right. And I thought that that was a good placement for Monday. It's a good way to start the week. So here I'm trying to use the little tracking bars that come with the pack. And I don't know if the original planners were smaller than what we have now, but this was the first time I had a bar not completely fill that space. And once I had it laid down, I didn't like the way that it looked as a full bar, so I cut the end off and kind of made a quick banner out of it. And it just seemed to match the other banner bars, which you're about to see here, because they're in the shape of a banner, but for some reason this one was left as a bar. So here I am, I'm trying to think again, because normally I would leave like Monday through Friday as separate journaling areas, but given the small amount of stickers that I have to work with here, I decided to go ahead and just make these 3 larger tracking areas. So as you can see, right now I have writing prompt areas for don't forget, memories, which I kept on the weekend, and for Monday through Wednesday, just because I like to try to get my stuff done earlier on in the week, I chose to put the do it sticker there. So hopefully that will prompt me into getting like all my extra tasks done. And I thought that it was a good placement just because it is in the same general area of where I have that banner sticker where it says stop being afraid of what could go wrong. So I thought that those two kind of went hand in hand. And hopefully this will give me a productive beginning of my week for this week coming up. And I'm sorry if you hear something like running around in the background and like lots of bags moving. That is my cat. It's his playtime, so he is hunting a grocery bag right now. So back to what we're doing here. Sorry, it's a very distracting Sunday. So again, I'm just trying to figure out how to lay these stickers down because in one way they're not made for wellness planning, but just the general theme of the sticker pack, if you do read some of the quotes, they can be used for prompting self-care, self-love, just inner understanding, such as the stay humble and work hard. Like I said, if you're going through a typical Monday through Friday work schedule, Wednesday and Thursday seem to be the hardest just because you're really waiting for the week to end by that point. So I thought that putting Happy Day and the Hello Sunshine was, pretty positive, pretty self-affirming. And I really like the humble work hard for Thursday, just because if you're working in an area that is quite stressful, just focusing on why you're at work and who you work with could help ease some of the stress for that week. So now I'm just trying to fill up my spread with some of the little dot trackers, just because this this layout is looking really, really bare compared to what I normally do. And I started thinking, like, how can I add color to this spread and give me writing journaling areas, because I have no boxes to write in. So I decided I have some mild liners that are very close in color. So The one stickers that I do like from the wellness pack are the choose joy, be mindful, the gratitude. So I thought, okay, well, I'll go ahead and just write my own. So I started writing into it, and at first I was like, I don't know about this. I was thinking of covering it up, and then I read that Monday quote sticker, and I decided, you know what, just go with it. It's gonna look great when it's done. And I do really like those writing prompts from the wellness sticker pack. So I just figured, you know what, go ahead, just make my own. And I still looked at it and it's like, I like the white, but I do like having a writing area and I typically draw lines. So I thought, you know what, just go with it. Just take the mild liner and fill that box in. Because I think I saw this from Twinkle Plans Her Day on Instagram. She uses mild liners in her spreads a lot, and I really like how her spreads turned out. So I just thought, what the heck, just go with it, and we'll see how this turns out. So I filled that box in, and it instantly gave my layout like a color pop. So I just started thinking, like, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead with the mild liners here, and we're just gonna add some color to the spread, which was actually really easy once once I started going. And I'm still trying to figure out what to do with Tuesday and Friday because they're still a little bare. And like I said, I am running out of stickers to use. So I decided, okay, so I had that Choose Joy. And I like the Stay Positive sticker a lot. And I use a lot of the Today Was and Me times. So I just figured go right ahead and make those myself. So I'm writing them in right now. I didn't have enough room to write daily gratitude. The space was a little too small, so I just kind of simmered it down to just gratitude. So I'll get the gist of it since I'm used to using that sticker. And now I'm trying to figure out how I want this color scheme to go. Because originally I was just going to use the pink color and the purple. But then I decided, you know what, that blue in that first banner is really, really bright. And I just decided, like, I need to spread that out throughout my layout too. So thankfully I have a mild liner that is a similar color. So I just start filling in my boxes. And it's actually starting to come together as I fill it in some more. And I believe the mild packs that, or the mild liner packs that I used for this spread, they included they included the mild liners that can be found in the Cool and Refined set. And I believed I used one, that very bright blue, that came from the Friendly Mild set. But other than that, the other three came from the Cool and Refined. And they really did. I was actually really surprised that they matched this color combo. So that was something that was really interesting for me as I went through this layout setup. And again, there was really no pre-planning to this at all, because I mean, I tried to think it out, and what normally happens with me is I overthink. So I just decided, you know what, just go with it and see what comes out. And I was trying to keep these bottom boxes matching the prompt and the banners, just to try to make it look like it is actually supposed to go together. And I'm loving all of this color pop, because with it going into November, I have been using a lot of the fall sticker book, and I just didn't realize that I was using a lot of the same colors in my spreads for these past couple weeks. And it felt really neat to use some bright colors in that. I decided to leave the empty space there by that bar, just because it wouldn't have been enough room to write in. So you may see me do some like hand lettering or something in there later on in the week. And if you would love to see what my after pen looks like for this spread, feel free to follow me on Instagram. My user account name is Planning with Stitchpiration with underscores between the words. And I'll have a link to that in the description down below. But absolutely feel free to check out my Instagram account and see more of my before the pens and after the pens and other things that I'm working on where I don't have time to film plan with me videos. Because let's face it, life gets busy. And I would love to film everything, but it just doesn't happen. But so far this weekend's going really well. And I thought with this being the first sticker book challenge, it would be really interesting to watch how my spreads come about and come to be. So as we're heading towards the end of this layout, I'm just really still trying to figure out how I want to get these, the coloring of these boxes in. I think here I decided, okay, I really like those now and later stickers. And I was originally going to do arrows, and then I thought about it and it was like, nah, I'll just stick with the color bars just so that it goes with the rest of the spread. And I really wish I could find something that would fill that white spot in on Monday, but I know something will come up. It'll come up, and I'll have it filled out. So I'm just finishing up this last section here, and as you can see, I don't really draw straight lines. I should have used a ruler, but whatever, it works, and it's on there. And I decided that my days of the week just kind of looked a little bland up there, so I decided to highlight those in the coordinating colors. And as I was doing that, which I'm actually very, very thankful that I decided to do that, because with it being an extension pack, I realized that I had slacked the week before and I did not put in my dates. So I had to quick go into my wellness storage folder and find the dates for this. And I really cannot believe that I did not put that in there. I normally do this like the second week of the month. Like next week coming up, I would pretty much have December's all laid out and ready to go. So I really don't know what was happening in October. But yeah, so I kind of caught myself being unprepared here. But it's okay because it's a quick fix. And we just go ahead and slap those on. And I'm about to have a completed wellness spread using the original Color Story sticker pack. And I really cannot believe that I pulled this spread off. I mean, normally in a layout, I use like 100 sticker packs. So I am really, really impressed with what I used. And here are the mild liners that I used to make this spread, along with the washi that I used, just thin and gold. And I just want to say thank you for watching. If you like what you see, check out my blog at stitchpiration.com, and please follow me on Instagram. Have a wonderful day and have a good time planning.